So we already took probably one of the best trades of the day that anyone's taken on EUDA just by knowing how it trades, just by getting in here at around $3 and then selling at around $3.40.
And how did you know how it moved? Doesn't it show a place where the average move, like typical average move, right?
I mean, the jaded answer or the sassy answer would say, because I'm a professional trader and I've been trading for 10 years. But the teaching answer, the one that's actually going to benefit you, is we combine the different methods that I've shown you in class. Some of those methods are picking up winning stocks at key zones of demand and searching for confirmation of uptrend in regards to volume. Okay, volume really important, and also price action. Okay, so we want to see the right patterns forming on the chart as well. I mean, we have COSM here, TBLA. If you woke up earlier, I was going to have you buy TBLA at about 279 because that would have netted you a 25% gain.
Yeah, well, you got my note that I can't do anything.
Right. No, I know, Danny.
I was actually up, and I'm not sure why Zoom takes as long as it does.
Yeah, and part of that's my fault. Because when I open Zoom after you're already in it, it takes a while for the rooms to merge. So, yeah.
Well, there's something I can do that make it more seamless.
Yeah, it would just be to leave and rejoin, and it will work instantly.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, if you leave and rejoin, it'll happen instantly. So if you do that around 327, 329, that's how you guarantee you'll be with me at market open.
327, 329.
Yeah, 327, 329. I mean, sorry, 627, 629. Around the time market opens. And the other thing is really good that you were here still, though, because you were here. I mean, it's not like you were like not here at a good time. You were here when EUDA was at the best price, and in fact, you were here right here, which is another potential buying point. So you're still able to take some. Actually, not only I didn't take any trades until right here. So you were here for the trades, the main trade. The only one. Yeah, everything else would have happened in the pre-market. So you're good. Yeah.
Tell me something about gap. The gap, if you can.
The gap.
Yeah, like, do people trade on the gap? Because it's like an obvious thing. Like, in the pre-market, you see it going either down or up, and it's probably going to go the opposite direction when it opens up. Isn't that true?
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. That's another reason why I like EUDA, because I saw it coming down and I'm like, wow, if this comes down to about $3, that's going to be a good trade right there. And it was. Yeah, definitely. Anybody hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. Hello.
You testing your audio?
Yeah, just making sure it's on. Okay.
So do some people trade on the gaps? I mean, there's like gap trader.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm a gap trader, but the difference between me and probably 90% of other quote unquote gap traders is that I don't just trade the gap. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, I don't just trade the gap. Thank you, Wes Butler. The gap is like 1 out of 20 things that I'm looking for when trading. Actually, there's a lot more than 20 things that I'm looking for, but a lot of them are like subconscious. The gap is one of the main things that I keep in terms of weight. Like if we had all of the different factors that go into what makes a good trade, the gap would be one of the most important things. Because on a gap down, that creates a gap to be filled by buyers. And even if the market is weak, it's still likely that that gap is going to be filled by buyers coming into the market, because all of the traders that didn't know that the price was going to fluctuate when they woke up will be averaging down or trying to get their stock at a discount. And so all of those buyers are going to come into the market on market open. And plus, all of the gap traders that know that gaps are likely to fill are also going to be buying, right? People like you and me. And so all that's going to lead the gap to be filled. Now, here's the important thing. When you're trading a gap, after the gap fills, you don't know what's going to happen. So even if the gap is likely to fill in a stock, it doesn't mean that the stock is going to keep going up from there. So that's exactly. That's the problem that a lot of gap traders have, is that they don't know that they're supposed to get out of the stock after the stock goes to the next after the gap fills. You're only supposed to get out at gap fill, and some gap traders know that, some don't. I'm not going to say all don't, but new traders, especially when they trade a gap fill, they won't always get out when the gap fills. And that's I think the problem. We have to have a level where we're willing to say that the trade is over and done, and we take profits.
Right, take profits, and then something else indicates later that it's another move. It's a separate move.
Correct. Yeah. And if there's extreme strength coming into a stock after we already trade a gap fill, then all we have to do, rather than buying more, is sell half of our position. That way we're still in the trade. We can still capitalize on the possible strength coming in and past the initial opening. But we also don't have to risk more by buying more at a higher price, which can result in the price subsequently falling from there. So EUDA still looks pretty strong. I was actually going to sell right here at around 335. Maybe I should have. But again, I don't have like a large position right now. I already sold most of my position at 345. So I'm not too worried about what happens with the rest of the trade. But I am thinking that we're going to get at least one more mean reversion where the stock comes to about 332, 333. If not, it's going to come down to around $3 again. In which,
a mean revision?
Yeah, a mean reversion. So basically, the stock is going to go back to the average price. Yeah, if the stock comes back to the average price of $3.40, then that right there is a likely possibility, which is why I'm planning to sell at around 338.
So is there a place that shows you the mean reversion, or is it something you just know monitoring?
Oh no, there's no indicator that's really going to tell you mean reversion. However, this volume weighted average price is the mean.
Wow.
So the price is likely. Exactly.
What line is that?
This line is the yellow line. This is the volume weighted average price. And so we can get a reversion to the mean, meaning the stock price can come down, but then it can come back up to the yellow line. and then do what it does from there. Anyone watching will know that we were able to get an entry around here, around $3, which was our ideal entry on EUDA, at which point we sell here at 330 and here at 345. And then we have a small part of our position left. Of course, it would have been nice for it to come up to 380. Hasn't happened yet. So I'm planning to sell most of the remainder of the position here at $3.39.
Yeah, it's a fine profit if you got enough at stake.
Yeah. And I didn't publish on YouTube the stock picks for today, but I did drop them in the Discord.
And how do I find the Discord?
I thought I sent you a link. I thought I sent you the join link already, but I'll resend it to you today.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So you can see how the stock is basically just consolidating right now around $3.30.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it just because I don't feel it's worth the energy, and this is something a lot of people don't talk about, but I don't feel it's worth the energy to buy a stock or like trade a stock when it's not really moving that much for a long period of time and you're day trading it. It's not worth it to me to invest that kind of energy. So sometimes I'll just close my position because I'm bored, basically. Or I'll set an OCO order and just let the robots take care of it.
Right.
Which is actually what I'm going to do right now. And just to make things interesting, because I don't really care about 25 shares, I'm going to set this OCO order so that it hits my, it's going to sell at my third profit target at $3.79, $3.79. And then it's going to also close the position if the stock comes below $2.95. $2.95 is the stop loss.
But it could bounce around there for all day long.
Oh, certainly it can. Yeah. So I'm sure there's some point during the day when I'm eating breakfast where I'll just see the stock bouncing around at whatever price. Maybe it's at $3.45 again, and I'll just sell it. I just want it to be closed by the end of the day, just so I'm not thinking about it. Because we don't want to, right? We don't want to be thinking about a trade, especially a trade that's very small. It's not worth our thoughts. It's not worth our time.
Yeah, there's always more to the story. Other things to do.
Oh, good.
Other trades.
This looks like someone got into PRCH. Oh, let's look at that jump. See that? We got the mean reversion, 343. That's all it takes. So since I'm here, I'm just going to sell it right here. Well, it sold most of my shares, but it looks like there's still like 5 shares just hanging out.
That aren't filled.
Yeah, 5 shares are not filled yet. You see how funny that is, the way the stock moves, though? It's chilling out right here, and then all of a sudden you just see this big old green bar.
Who knows? Based on who knows what.
Yeah, just some millionaire just bought a whole bunch of shares.
Oh, you think that's what it is? Not a bunch of people.
I don't think that they would be able to coordinate that well, to be honest. because you remember we actually see this in real time. We can actually see the price moving in real time. So if we were able to see it in real time, and then we see the price jump like that in 1 second, the most likely scenario is that it was one trader with a whole bunch of money pumping the money into the stock. Okay, the rest of my position was just filled. EUDA is now at $3.42. Can it go up more from here? Yeah, probably. But I'm just
But you're out of it.
like,
You got it.
yeah. We already got our profit, so we're out. I like to trade like an hour a day or less.
Right.
Make
What's
a
your daily goal? You have a daily goal?
Yeah, I like to get anywhere from 5 to 10%
Of your capital.
exactly. Yeah. So if I'm trading with 5K, then that'll be anywhere from $250 to $500. If I do a lot of research on this stock and I'm really confident and I trade with like 10K, 20K, then on 20K, then that's anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000.
What determines how much you trade with?
My mental state, the quality of the stock, the quality of the setup. Yeah, all those things are important factors. I will say that if I had to make a guess, if EUDA is going to go up more or if it's going to die from here, I think it's going to go up more. I sold my position, so it doesn't matter for me. But if somebody's already in it, especially if somebody was able to buy in around $3, in other words, you're safe. If anyone that bought in right here is safe because the price is way up here right now, then I think that the stock has potential to go up higher today. And where do I think it's going to go? To around $3.78.
So, but you wouldn't buy it now. That's too much risk.
No, I wouldn't buy it now. Definitely not. Anytime that if I sold shares, then I wouldn't. It would like, why would I buy more at the area where I sold the shares? Because I was willing to sell it for that price. So why would I buy it for that price? It's like, imagine you were like selling a home. Like if you're willing to sell a home for $100,000, the stock we're talking about is EUDA. If we're willing to sell a home for $100,000, then that means that we're probably not going to buy a home for $100,000, right? Because that would just put us right back where we started. And that's a sad thing about a lot of traders, is that they will trade. And don't worry, guys, I'll get to COSM right now as well. But that's a sad thing about a lot of traders, is that they are willing to trade a stock, right? They're willing to trade a stock, but then they don't know where to sell it. Mm-hmm. And they won't trade until they see the stock uptrending, but that's often that's often the worst part to buy a stock at. Like if you buy EUDA after you already saw it at 340, then you're already fighting a losing battle. Because now it comes down to right here, and you're screwed basically. Mm-hmm. And even if when it comes to right here, you have no profit because you already bought right here. Mm-hmm. But if you're like us, right, the people in our group, then you would buy it right here. Mm-hmm. And then all day you're just making money. All right, now really quick, I'm going to go to COSM. And we could see how 46 cents held as a key point of support there. Previous resistance of the previous day was 46 cents. Support, right, on the next day, 46 cents. In the pre-market, you could have bought it here. And this uptrend that occurred during the day go from 45 to 53 cents. That's a decent move. 7 cents on a 46 cent stop. That's about a 7, 6. Yeah, that's like 1/6. So that's a good 14% move right there. 14-15% move to the upside. So not bad. Now, would I recommend buying it here? That's the question. And the answer is probably not. Actually, I wouldn't buy it here at all. In fact, I would wait for it to take the next step up. And by next step up, I mean we'd have to see the price come either above 53 cents. Okay, that would be one buying point level. Above 53 cents. And the other level would be if it comes down, dips down to about 45 cents. And that would be another buying point right there. But if we buy it right here, then the stock will likely reverse and start going down right here at about 53 cents. So that's not good. We don't want that to happen. We don't want to lose money. So that's kind of where we're at with COSM. I mean, if you bought the COSM earlier, then you're making money. So that's good. But do I recommend buying it right here today? No. Wait for it to come about 45 cents. If somebody was trading COSM and they're trading it with me, then I would tell them to wait for it to come to around 46 cents right here. And so we would have bought it right here. And then when the stock came up to right here, that's when we would have sold. Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Yeah, 47-cent entry is pretty good. I would sell right here around 50 cents or wait for a bounce off VWAP and sell at about 52 cents. It's another potential exit. Oh, that's a good entry on EUDA as well. Yeah, we had a lot of good trades today. But just to kind of wrap it up here, you want to be buying the stock at as good of a price as possible. Look for confirmation of the uptrend. And of course, buy near a key support level, such as on COSM, buying it when it comes around 46 cents. Don't buy it at 50 cents because it's already had a good run. And plus it has this gap to fill to the downside. So wait for it to come down, fill some of that gap, and then you can go ahead and buy into it at that point. Next level is 53 cents. And then once it gets to 53 cents, then you can sell it at 57 cents. And once it gets past 57 cents, then it's going to go to 67 cents. And then if it can break 70 cents, then it can go all the way up to $1. So that's where we're at with that. EUDA sell target. We actually already sold it, but we want to sell it around $3.38, $3.38. And then if it breaks $3.50, then we'll sell it at $3.72. Okay. So those are our price targets. I'm done trading for today. We had some good trades already. No reason to overtrade. I want to get you guys out of the overtrading mindset and into the money-making mindset. So thank you guys for joining the broadcast. And yeah, we'll see each other later, Danny.
All right, thanks, John.
All right, take care.
record.